with it. We take so many things for limitations that aren't. Somebody says there are no limits, only beliefs. She's got a website, Jessica Mystic. There are no limits, only beliefs, and it's really true. Every thought is a limit if you believe it. It's not a problem if you don't. There's no need to make the mind stop thinking. That's frankly dangerous and unnatural. Minds think, that's what they do. But you're still in charge because A, you pay attention or you don't, and B, you believe it or you don't. So put yourself back in the driver's seat. Get your mind out of there. You know, put yourself back. So, where was I trying to go with that? Time, space, believing in limits when they're really not there. It's just such an illusion. And yet, I haven't yet mastered walking through walls. I wouldn't mind doing that. Or seeing through them. The east-facing window here looks out on a lawn that merges into woods pretty close. And there are deer in the morning at dawn and early. And there have been times when I didn't want to get up and startle the deer, and yet I wanted to see them. And I've actually set my intent to see through the wall. I just don't see why it can't be done. I honestly don't. And I'm not limited by the concept that you can't see through walls. Walls are made of atoms. You can see through atoms. Come on. They're what? 99.99999% empty. Now, the question is, why can't we see through things? Not, why can we? Things just aren't what they appear to be. And it's such a great load of fun playing with this. You know, it's your joy anyway. That's why you pursue these things. And I don't know. For me, it's really paid off. I don't know. I don't have any answers for anybody else. All I do is I sing my song. I share my joy. And then you'll know inside of you what you connect with. There's a resonance factor. And what I say or what you feel as I'm saying it clicks, it echoes, it resonates, it rings for you. And it will take you into your own genius. You don't need to try to memorize mine. Mine's pretty senseless, you know, it just goes with the flow. It's nothing logical about it. But then logic, I mean, people that are stuck in logic, I really feel for them. And I used to be that way, I admit. But that's to be stuck on the surface of light. We're not surface beings. That's like all this chaos because people are identified with the body and with the mind, and they freak out when anything in any way threatens their ego, which is their mind, or their body in any way. And we've just lost touch with the reality of who and what we really are, which is spirit. And this is a play, you know, it's like a theater down here, a schoolroom, something like that. It's not the dead serious thing that the mind wants to make it out to be. The mind believes every thought and defends every belief. And that's kind of, well, it's not sad, it's just limited. And we don't have to accept the limitations of it. I think that's the song I sing. You can choose to eliminate all limitations from your life. It isn't something that you're going to do all at once. You just put them all in a bucket and throw them away. It doesn't work like that. You'd be totally dysfunctional, you know. I think that's one of the reasons for time as we experience it here in 3D, is so that we can work through things not sequentially necessarily, but as a progression by steps and stages. Just like our DNA is being healed and light is being increased on the planet, not all at once, but by steps and stages. If it was done all at once, it would just be too much. It would be terribly, terribly uncomfortable. It wouldn't be a bit of fun. And so we grow into it, little bits at a time. Oh, it's going to be so interesting being on the other side of the great shift that we're doing here. The upliftment into the higher dimensions. To look back, look down on this with the fullness of consciousness and healed DNA available to us there. Because we'll still be beings. It's just like when we dream at night. You leave the body, by the way, when you dream. For those of you that didn't know that, it's fact. You leave your body every night. Your body rests and you go trucking, you know, and you're in other dimensions when you're sleeping. When your body is sleeping, you're dreaming, you're off in other dimensions. There are universities of the spirit that some of us, a lot of us, attend as our bodies sleep at night. There are whole realities on these other dimensions that we go and we participate in out of the body. Okay, so where was I going with that? I lost it. Ah! Come back, come back. Where did you go? I don't know. Oh, being in higher dimensions. So when we're in a dream, when we're in that reality, if we're in a car, we're in a car. It drives, it goes, it stops, it has doors that open and close. I mean, you know, it's a reality. It has things in it that we interact with, much like 3D. It's not 3D, only it's really a lot like it, isn't it? It has houses. You generally are walking around in a body. It might not always be the one you wear during the day that looks back at you in the mirror, but in the other higher dimensions and densities, they have a certain kind of physicality too. I don't know how high up you have to go before you're just pure light and there's none of that. I don't know. I haven't been shown yet. Actually, I believe we all know all of these things. It's just that in order to play the part that we've been assigned, that we've chosen, there's some necessary forgetting that goes on. We cut ourselves off from the fullness of the I am that I am, the whole, the one, so that we can take this journey and learn whatever we've scheduled ourselves to learn here. So in some ways it's linear. I think in more ways it's not. It's not nearly as simple as the mind wants to make it out to be. And on the other hand, whenever we do contact real wisdom, it has an ultimate simplicity to it that it's stunning. It takes you aback. I mean, you know, it's like the old KISS strategy. Keep it simple, stupid. Well, you know, simple is rather brilliant. Lazy is a virtue when looked at this way. What's the easiest way to do something? I don't know. I'm rambling. Apologies. Okay, where was I going? I don't know. Have I arrived? I don't think so. But I think I might turn the camera off. Maybe I'm on a sugar high. I just had some ice cream, chocolate on it. Maybe I'm just too scattered. Okay. Maybe this one won't make the web. We'll see. Bye-bye.